Hey guys, so this is Spectral, and I'm sorry. Good day, my fellow Dark Horse investors. Hope y'all having a wonderful day. All right, Spectral, artificial intelligence, big data sector, coin looks pretty good. All right, we had a market cap of around 172 million. If you 10x for here, that's about a 1.7 billion dollar and some change market cap. At a 10x, that'll put us around 124 dollars, $120 type coin in the future. You got 100 million max supply. I like that. It's very good. All right. The major exchanges that is on, we're looking at crypto.com, which is good. So they got pretty decent liquidity there. And of course, you got the decentralized exchanges that's leading the way with this one as well, too. All right, let's check out the about. We're looking at like I said, a groundbreaking project that merges artificial intelligence and machine learning. All right. So with the blockchain technology to create more intelligent and autonomous systems for smart contracts and decentralized applications. So I want you to focus on autonomous systems. That is very huge right now. If you think about ChatGPT, it does very well. It's becoming very intuitive. It is learning as you use it more. It learns how you think, and it can adapt. However, it doesn't have the autonomous feature to it yet, where you can basically deploy it and send it out, and it can continue to work for you without you having to give it a prompt to instruct it, if that makes sense, right? So that's where the machine learning and everything really comes into play. All right. Um, this is going to be very important as we make our way deep into AI to be able to use it in everyday living. Now, I like Spectral because it really focuses on the trading world, all right, or in the investment world, finance. So this is really good. So let's go to the website. Let's look. All right, so intelligent agents for everyone. You can supercharge your on-chain trading strategies with intuition and execution. All right, so we're going to zoom in. I want you to look at this bot as I see I'm zooming in. All right, zooming in. And let's get to the heart. Here we go. All right. So build your agent. Customize and optimize trading strategies through effortless conversation. All right. So I want you to look at some of the prompts. Um, and sometimes it's moving a little too fast, but I will explain some. All right, so look how it's telling you to buy a meme coin for between 150 50K. You may be asking, well, I can go to CoinMarketCap and I can do a screen, and I can screen for assets that have liquidity between 150K. Yes, you can, but that's you doing it. You can now send out this agent to do it, and this agent can come back and report you. This is the artificial intelligence agent. I'm sorry, artificial intelligence agent doing it for you. It's not you doing it. And so, for instance, I can say, hey, I want you to, I want you every Friday to give me a list of new coins that just was released on Coinbase. So every Friday, this agent is going to give me those coins. I could say, hey, every, so some of you know we do we trade sometimes cosmic events such as the full moons, uh, new moons. I can say, hey, I want you to report every full moon which assets have dropped 10% in this sector. Boom, it goes to do it. All right. So you can see how it's different functionalities that this has. Um, so right here, search your agents. So this is an agent that someone created called Moonmaker. So you got your trading agents. All right. So we got other tools. So you got agent wallets, have their own wallets, eliminate constant approvals, deposit funds for trading. Okay. So there has no access to your wallet's private key. So that's real good. All right. Jobs that run 24/7. Agents work around the clock, monitoring prices, sentiment, and executing commands. So if you're really good at what you already do, now you can take this to the next level and you can allow this to do what it needs to do. So like while I'm on here, I'm going to check on a trade that I had entered in for XRP. Let's say I basically was gave this a duty to do for me. Right now, you may say, "Well, Eric, that's what a stop loss is. That's what all the other stuff is, right?" But I can get a little bit more creative, and I can say, "Hey, if it gets, I don't know, let's say it gets 5% from the take profit area, but then it retraces to a certain percent, I may say just go ahead and take profit and close out." But you also may say, "Well, Eric, that's what a trailing stop is," but not necessarily, right? Because here's the thing: it's intuitive. So I may see things on the chart that I could train it to see that a trailing stop can't. A trailing stop is more cut and dry. Look, trail it every $2, trail it 5%, 10%, or whatever. That's that. But with this being intuitive, I can basically train it how I would think, and it could do it for me. All right. So they got plugins as well. So you got APIs. We can plug in your Twitter, your perps, inform on-chain decisions. All right. Um, you got a global gas tank that handles all fees. So you're not even worried about all that. It's doing it for you. All right. You got the perpetual earnings. So earn revenue share whenever the agent you create transacts on chain. Systematic execution. So this is a pretty decent. Of course, you will need to play around with it, but I think this is the future of what a lot of things is going to be as we evolve. So now it's going to be who can basically program their agent to be the best. All right. Now, like I said, let's go look at the chart. Young history. All right. Of course, we're in a flag pattern already, but we will look at upside and downside. Let's go ahead and get our upside targets for this based off this Fibonacci extension. All right. So our next target is $19, $24, 38, 52, 61. We expect all five of these targets to be hit and beyond, but this is just based off of this impulse. So we're good on that. Let's also get some downside. All right. We never want to act as if we don't have downside. All right. So downside targets, we definitely can come back to the 61% if these levels are, violated for whatever. So $2.89 coin or lower. Why we have to look at this? It's a whole lot of fair value gap here. Basically, this is a lot left on the table. So, luckily we are in a part of the bull market where, hey, Bitcoin just keep ripping and it's dragged some of these up. But this is a key area right here to not take for granted because we have not broken these all-time highs up here. We may come back and test it, but we can range bound. And if we range bound, this is a $4.25 level. This is a base level right here. So don't take this for granted. This is still a range that we have not broken out and closed above. So are we in what we call back strong bullish? No, we're in the range. We're ranging. And we've been ranging essentially since, let's get right here, since June this summer. We'll stay in this range and we haven't broken out of it. Okay. So we may have some minimum breakout, but for the most part, it's still within this range. Now, if you're going to use the times two method, all right, it said what? 12, it said just $12.50 for simple math. All right, you're going to go ahead and you're going to multiply that by two. So basically, you're talking about $25. So what does that mean? It means you're invest in this at this price and lower as long as it doesn't cross $25. So once they get up here to $25, you stop investing in it. Now that's just a times two method. You can do it times three, times four, whatever you want. But that's one of the methods we use with our strategies, right? So, and if you hadn't, these are the strategies, all right? So you can check out the bundle if you have it before. Go check that out. All right. Let me go back and let's check on what I was telling about XRP trade. Even though I have my target set, I have my what you call it, stop loss, all that stuff is set, all right? But I can, so you see the levels I'm playing with, right? All right, so I have price trying to come back to retest this area right here. So I shorted up here when we get down, but I may give it. So for instance, I could tell the agent, I can say, hey, if we, let's say we start consolidating, and I say, all right, I'm on a 30-minute chart. Let's say I say, hey, if 10 30-minute candles form within a range between 61,885 and 69,446, automatically close trade. You can't do that with no other type of hard code order like a trailing stop or uh, sell limits, buy limits, sell stops, buy stops. You can't do that. But I could do that because what does it mean? It means if I'm telling to do that, it means that it's ranging, it's choppy. I don't want to feel like being caught up in it. So it's sort of something similar like this right here. If I'm thinking that this thing is supposed to drop, but then it just sideways moving, it's choppy, I can tell them like, look, man, just get out. Because if we're going short and then look what happened, just rips instead of getting your stop loss, which probably will be up here or above here, getting hit, you like, look, once I get around 10 bars and it's ranging, going back and forth, that's it. Or watch this, guys. I can tell it based off of, let's say, let's go back and do a bar replay. Let's go back and look at this. Let's go back a little bit more. I don't know that this level is going to be retested again. I don't. But you can say, all right, listen, next time it comes down to this level, all right, if it touches this level again and then it gets back to this level, I don't know, go short or take profit, add on another position. You can get really complex with it. You know, let me play it. All right. So we may get here. So this is a double bottom. All right. So I may tell it in advance, hey, if a double bottom does occur, all right, I want you to go ahead and take profit down here, open up a buy position, and let's take it back to 55,809. So I could glance at, I could tell it to do all that. And basically when it hit it, we got it. So you get what I'm saying, guys. I think this is a dope project. If you look at the white paper, all right, it gets a little bit more in depth. And if some of you guys are involved in the shoe game, you know how the shoe game is when shoes are launched. You're going to get a certain amount that are launched, and you know a long time ago what would happen was that, let's say some Jordans launch, right, or even Xboxes. There's limited editions, right? See, what would have happened is people would create bots, and they would basically the bots would crawl the internet and find all these deals, and then try to buy up all the supply as much as possible. Well, here's the issue. So people got smart, and it's like, okay, well, since these bots are just buying up everything. People started creating fake codes. Right? I'm gonna show you. Let's see if you can find one. All right, so you see right here, and it's good to look at because we're going into the holiday season, so you got to be careful. All right, so look, it's talking about getting beaten online trying to buy a PS5 or a new Xbox. You may be losing to a bot. All right, and so these bots they get sent out, and it's a computer program basically designed to buy up all the product so that it's not available, and then whoever has it can sell it for a much greater profit. So that's why a lot of people be buying up these supplies and then reselling it, and it'd be like ridiculous, right? And so these bots have been in existence for a while already. This is back in 2020. So everything has gotten more advanced now. So I'm pretty sure some new AI bots is going to be able to adapt and do something similar. But here's the issue too. So these bots weren't able to see this. Right? eBay issues warning to scammers selling photos of PS5s. All right. So you think it's the real deal, right? So this is the PS5 that they say that they are actually selling. Um, but it's it's this is just a picture, guys. All right. And a lot of times it be in the description somewhere and it'll let you know that it's just a picture, but you miss it. So I don't know if it would show. Oh, right here. So you miss over it. Sony PlayStation, right here, guys. Let me put so you can see. Look at this right here. It says photo only, but come on, a lot of us we don't really read all that. We see it, we just glance over it, and we're like, "Oh, I'm gonna get this. This is $180 or whatever it is in euros, right?" Talking about free postage. So when you buy it, you basically get an email to you. You get an email this photo. Now, this is unethical, but at the same time, and it's not truly illegal to a certain extent because it tells you photo only. Bots don't see this. So this is what became a big issue with these bots, right? They were coming in and buying up these these photos. So basically, it's almost okay. We're gonna stick it to these people who created these bots, and it's funny because I can see, that I think it's genius. So what was happening was that when all these bots was coming in and buying up all the products, they also was buying up these images, and so whoever created that got the last laugh, which was actually genius. Now, why am I coming back to this? If you think about Spectral, you may could train it to say, hey, I want you to go on. I want you to read. If it says photo only, bypass it. Don't do this. I mean, some other stuff you probably could train it. But hey, the agent, like I said, it machines learn. So it's going to learn. You can see. Also, you can say, hey, I want you to go on this website. I want you to see how many reviews are negative based off of this particular project. If it's over 100 negative views, bypass it. Go to the next product. And I'm saying that so Spectrum might not even specialize in that. That's just because for what we've seen, they specialize in just like the trading, right? So it could be another AI type platform that do the other stuff, right? That's what you want to be able to focus on with this. And then you look at similar coins. So these are some of the similar coins, and I did talk about io.net. All right, so I'll go over that later on a later date. But these are some of the similar ones. So spend time on CoinMarketCap. Look at these coins, study them. This is not financial advice. I don't care what you invest in or what you do with your own money. It got nothing to do with me. Everybody know to do their own research. So don't be like, oh, Eric said no, nope. I just tell you what I like. In my opinion, I eat crowns. So hey, that's it. Hit the like button, subscribe, and if you don't have them strategies, go get them strategies so you can learn. You can set up your own investment company that specializes in crypto. You can get all that stuff. Coinbase got business account. set up your family LLC, have your LLC own these coins. Like, there's so much you can do. All right, make it happen. Peace.